everybody! So this week I decided to do a picture of Jackie and Jackie. They're both Jackie. It's Jackie in her human form and Jackie in her dragon form. So even though this physically could never happen, I just still decided to draw it because it was fun. And I wanted to practice a little bit of composition and stuff and placing and stuff. But yeah, so today I decided I wanted to talk to you guys about how I stopped worrying about my art looking perfect and how I improved quickly, excuse me. So first things first is when you want to improve quickly, you have to get rid of this notion that every picture has to be perfect. Not every picture is going to be absolutely perfect. There is no way to tweak a picture until it's absolutely amazing, because it doesn't matter if your picture is amazing today. In 2 weeks you're not going to like it anyway, so you might as well just get it over with and finish it as fast as you can. Well, not as fast as you can, you still want to take time and work at it, but you don't want to just constantly worry about it until and make it give you anxiety over this one picture, because in the long run you're not going to like it anymore in a few months anyway, so you know. And if you do like it a lot when you're done with it, you're still probably not going to like it in a few months anyway. And it's nice to just redo a picture that you liked at one point but you don't like anymore. But you still want to try with your pictures, but you don't want to try so hard that it makes you regret drawing. Like, I was having trouble with this picture, let's say. In it, I was having trouble getting the shading right. There was just so much going on that the shading was just, it was, like, wrecking the picture, and, I don't know, I decided that I didn't want to shade it. So this picture's not shaded. I used a little bit of effects to make it look like the human Jackie was popping from the dragon Jackie, but that was it. But, yeah, you know, you don't have to be a perfect artist in order to make amazing art. You look at your whole picture as a whole picture rather than separate parts. That's another way to improve. There's this one artist on Tumblr. I forgot what their URL is, but what they said is someone asked them how they make art so nice, and they were like, well, they had to stop looking at it as 3 parts, line art, color, and shading, and they had to look at it all as one picture and figure out how to make it all look good together. So instead of having, that's why one layer works, that's why, paintings and stuff always look so much more unified when you, aren't thinking about it, and you aren't thinking about it all as 3 layers, you're thinking about it all as one picture. So, when you're doing your art, don't be afraid to mess with the line art. Don't be afraid to merge layers. Don't be afraid to soften stuff. Don't be afraid to test new stuff. Your art is going to feel like it stagnates if you draw the same thing over and over again the same way. Whereas your art's going to feel so much more dynamic and more like you're making new things if you try to do new things every single time. I very rarely do stuff the same way twice because, one, I change my brushes constantly. I just use the top row brushes and just change their settings with every picture. And ever since then, my art's gone from being the same old thing to being new and different every single time while still being my art. But you don't want your style to be the I don't know, but when you're improving your art, when you're worrying about improving art rather than just making it, you want to experiment. It helps you improve so much faster, and just trust me when I say that. But another good way is to do different challenges. Like I said, the one layer challenge, that's a good way to improve, is try to draw everything on one layer and see where it gets you, because I don't really do the one layer challenge all that much. I'm more likely to just do a painting which is just, excuse me, which is just one layer. Technically, I mean, it's a painting on a canvas. I like messing with acrylics, but like even like traditional art helped me learn a lot. Another good way to improve is to get a sketchbook. And this is gonna sound kind of weird, like why would I get a sketchbook when I can just doodle on my computer and get it done fast? And there's two reasons. One, because a sketchbook, like when you're holding it and stuff and you look at it and you're done with it, you feel so like good about it. It makes you feel so accomplished and stuff, and it's the best feeling ever. I haven't really completed my sketchbook yet, but even just looking at it half complete gives me this feeling. I'm just kind of like, oh my god. But then another good reason is because you're much more limited with the normal sketchbook. You can't have layers, and you can't, if you like a sketch, then you have to redraw it somewhere else that's not your sketchbook. And with a sketchbook you can be loose, and you don't find yourself worrying about whether it looks good or not. And that's one of the things, is you don't always need your art to look good. A lot of art is finding out the technical aspects of it. Where to put the fingers in your hand, or where to, how hair falls. It's technical, and when you're practicing, you don't have to have that look good. It can look like crap. It's okay if it looks like crap. It just, you're trying to learn where it goes and what it does, and, like sketching with pens and stuff does that, because you can't erase. So you learn from every little mistake. That's another thing I recommend, is drawing with pens. And just because you're doing it traditionally doesn't mean it doesn't translate over to digital art. Digital art will still it will still look good in the end. It's just like you're learning with technical art. When you learn how to shade traditionally, you can apply that to digital art. When you learn how to do line art traditionally, you can apply that to digital art, or like anatomy. You can apply any of that. You can apply the technical aspects to digital art. It's just another medium. It's like, I know how to do all this stuff with colored pencils, and I can apply that to watercolors too. It's just a matter of experimenting. And rather than worrying about making every art piece look good, you need to worry about making every art piece look correct. And even if it doesn't look correct, it's okay. It doesn't have to immediately. Every little step is a journey. Every little step is another step towards learning how to draw. Learning how to draw well. And this is just another step. So I hope this helps somebody, because if somebody had told me this when I was younger, I think I would have improved a lot faster. And yeah, you don't have to worry about your art looking good. You just have to worry about enjoying doing what you're doing, and if you want to improve quickly, I just have to stop doing it the same way you always do, because that's going to make you stagnate. So yeah, and if you find yourself bugging you a lot and you're doing digital art, you can always, there's no such thing as cheating. There's just, well, when you're using your program or using references, there's no such thing as cheating. There's just doing it a little bit differently so that you can, there's just using your medium. That's what I meant to say, not using it differently. What am I talking about? There's just using your medium. So, using the transform tool is not cheating, just like how using water and watercolors isn't cheating. That's all it is using your medium. And the moment you start learning how to use your medium correctly, the moment you start improving a lot faster. So that's another good way to improve, is to learn what your art program can do and just using it to your advantage. So we're nearing the end of this speed paint, and you're going to be able to see my new end slate. I hope I have it so that I can, like, I hope I learn how to use, like, annotations and stuff, like the YouTube annotations that are mobile friendly, because, I have it set up so that I can do that, but I have no idea how. So here's for hoping. Sorry I keep yawning. It's not even that late, it's only 6:30, but, yeah. This isn't gonna be going up until, about 2 weeks from now, but anyway, I hope you guys all have a nice day, and I hope your New Year's going well, and yeah, I suppose I'll see all you guys next week. Bye!